Hey, good morning, guys. Carlos with Alliance Multifamily. Driving to go meet a customer, and then after that, I'll be heading to the office to work on this video. I'm very excited about this topic. It's gonna be the second video on 8 reasons why you should invest your money in multifamily, and we're going to be talking about appreciation, like we said in the first video, the increase of the value of a property with time. Houses in Texas, they've been increasing in value like crazy. The last number I saw there was like 15% every year. So if you buy a house today for $100,000, next year you can sell it for $115,000. That's a big increase right there. The years prior to 2018, it was only a 4% per year, but since the economy is working so well, and then COVID is kind of going away, prices are through the roof. So that's what appreciation is. But I want to compare residential appreciation versus multifamily appreciation, and you'll see the difference between the two. I want to make this very clear. Multifamily is a team's game. It's a team sport, okay? And I want to use the analogy of a basketball team. I want to use that analogy to drive my point on why multifamily it's a team sport. Let's say you never played basketball before, right? So you start by yourself. You start dribbling, shooting. But it comes to a point where you start learning the game, and now you want to play in a team. And the same thing happens when you start buying apartment complexes and playing with something that's greater than 40 units, 50 units, 150 units. We're looking at a 171 unit right now. And we'll know next week if it was awarded to us. But I won't be able to do that myself. I need some partners. I need a lawyer. I need a broker. I need a management company that will be managing the company while we're chasing other deals. And all of that you build it with time. It doesn't happen on day one. So first thing, you need to learn the game. Play little for a little while. Maybe get you a 8 unit, 10 unit, and then after you understand how numbers work and how the system works, then you can go after the bigger apartments, like the 70, 80 unit, 100 unit apartments. And you're gonna need some partners. You're gonna need some passive investors. It's a team sport. It's a team's game. Okay. But what I want to do is I want to give you an example. Let's say you get $200,000, and we're gonna have the scenario where you buy a house with $200,000, and then the second scenario is gonna be where you take that money and find a couple of partners and invest it in an apartment complex, and we'll see the difference. We'll see how appreciation is gonna be affected, and which one appreciates more. You guys probably know the answer, but I just want to show you the numbers so you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, the other concept I want to talk about is forced appreciation. You got two types of appreciation: natural appreciation, which happens over time, but then there's also what we call forced appreciation. In other words, you force, or you push or obligate the property to increase value. The way you do that is by either increasing the amount of income that comes to the property or decreasing the amount of expenses. If you buy a property that doesn't have any room to grow, where you can increase the amount of income and decrease the amount of expenses, then it's really hard to force that appreciation that we're talking about. So, and you need to know that before you purchase the property. So it's important that you understand if there's enough room for you to say, hey, yeah, this is a value add, a property that we can add value to, and therefore increase the appreciation on the property. Okay, guys, so here's the example that I wanted to talk about. We're going to be comparing the house investment at $200,000 versus investing the same amount in an apartment complex. So $200,000 after 5 years, then the appreciation, assuming a 15% increase, would be 400,000. So you're doubling your money in 5 years. That would be the house investment. Okay. Now, if you take the same amount of money and you find three other partners with the same amount of money, now you have a amount of 800,000 to invest. And if the bank gives you 80% or you put 20% down, then you got a purchase power of $4 million. So after 5 years, the apartment complex is going to appreciate through natural appreciation, but it will also increase its appreciation through forced appreciation for a total appreciation of $11 million. Now, if you take that amount and divide that into the over the four investors, you get a $2.75 million versus the 400,000. That's almost 7 times the amount of money that you can control.